Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 2 sheet pan dinner ideas. Today's video is in collaboration with Sammy over at Managin the Maze. We are both sharing what's for dinner meal ideas. Over on Sammy's channel, she shares lots of what's for dinners, grocery hauls, and daily vlogs. I love her channel. She is such a sweet person. She has really great content. I'm gonna make sure to have her video and her channel linked down in my description box below, so make sure you go check her out. If you are coming over from Sammy's channel, I just wanna say hello and welcome. Here on my channel, I share lots of recipe inspiration, what's for dinners, grocery hauls. I would love for you to subscribe and become part of our YouTube family. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. Our first sheet pan dinner idea is chicken fajitas. For our sheet pan fajitas, I'm going to do chicken fajitas. So of course you're gonna need some chicken. I'm gonna do 1 large yellow onion. You could do a red onion. I think that would be really good. But I just always have these yellow onions on hand. I'm gonna do 3 bell peppers. I'm gonna do a yellow, a red, and a green. You're gonna need a little bit of vegetable oil or olive oil, whatever kind of oil you have, and some fajita seasoning. You can either use the packaged fajita seasoning or you can make your own, that's fine. And then for the side of these aren't gonna be on the sheet pan, but we have our tortillas here, and I'm also gonna make some refried beans just out of this can and some of this Mexican rice. So let's go ahead and get our oven preheated and we'll start slicing up these the vegetables and the chicken. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 425 degrees. I went ahead and added my peppers to this mixing bowl, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the peppers, the onion, and the chicken all in this bowl, and then we're going to put some oil, and then we're going to put the seasonings in it. So I just went ahead and put the peppers in here while I cut up the other stuff. So I got my chicken cut up, so I'm just going to go ahead and add that into this bowl also. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our fajita seasoning. Well, hang on. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put in a little bit of oil. Just going to kind of drizzle a little bit. That way the fajita seasoning will stick to all the vegetables too. And then now we're going to add in our seasoning. And then we're just going to toss this until everything is well coated. Now you could mix this all together on your sheet pan. I just find it a little bit easier to have everything in a bowl so you can toss it this way. But if you don't want to dirty up a bowl, you don't have to. Just put it in your sheet pan. After you get everything tossed together, you're just going to lay it out here on your sheet pan. And yes, I am using a pizza pan, but that's just because I don't have a super large sheet pan. So just use whatever pan you have. And then we're going to put these in the oven. Our oven is preheated to 425 degrees. And then we're going to bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then once that timer is off, goes off, what I'm probably going to do is put it under the broiler for just a few minutes, just to probably get some of these vegetables with a little bit of char on them. You want to watch that very, very closely, because if you don't and it goes too long, it will burn. So let's go ahead and get these in the oven. And that is what's for dinner tonight, sheet pan chicken fajitas. To be completely honest with y'all, those chicken fajitas were probably the best chicken fajitas I have ever made in my entire life. I'm not joking. So if you love chicken fajitas, I definitely recommend that you try them this way. Our second sheet pan dinner idea is a garlic ranch pork chop and potatoes. For this sheet pan meal, you're gonna need some pork chops, you're gonna need some potatoes. Now I always have these russet potatoes on hand, so that's what I'm gonna use, but you could also just use some golden potatoes or red potatoes. I think either one of those would be really good. You're gonna need some minced garlic, some ranch seasoning, black pepper, some parsley, oregano, and some oil. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to get my oven preheating to 400 degrees. I washed off my potatoes, so now we're just going to take them and we're going to dice them into bite-sized pieces. I'm going to add in my potatoes to this bowl, and then in this bowl we're going to mix them with our seasonings. So the first thing is I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of oil, just so everything will kind of get coated and stick to the potatoes. I'm going to start with some ranch seasoning. Now I'm not necessarily measuring this, I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, but I will have the exact measurements linked down in the description box below. Our black pepper, oregano, parsley, and our minced garlic. And then we're just going to mix this until all of the potatoes are well coated. I'm going to add my potatoes to my baking sheet. I'm going to use my spoon to get out some of the seasoning that's being left behind. And then we're just going to kind of spread it out through the whole thing. And then once your oven is preheated, I think mine's about ready, you're going to put this in the oven and you're going to bake it for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then once that comes out, we'll add our pork chops. I'm going to use the same bowl that I mixed the potatoes and seasonings up in. I'm going to use that same bowl for the pork chops. And we're going to use the exact same seasonings also. So of course we're going to use our ranch. Use as much or as little as you want. Black pepper, oregano, parsley, and some garlic. And then we're just going to mix that up until everything is well coated. I'm going to go ahead and kind of toss these potatoes around. And then we're going to move them over just to one side so we can add our pork loin to it. So now you're just going to take your pork and you're going to lay it on this side of your pan. And that is what's for dinner tonight. Garlic, ranch, pork, and potatoes. The only thing I think I may do differently next time I make this recipe is I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese on top because I think those flavors mixed with the garlic and ranch would be perfect. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you, Sammy, again for collaborating with me on today's video. I will have her channel and her video linked down in my description box below, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!